Welcome to Gong. This is Wednesday, December the 3rd, and tonight we will continue our practice with energy, with breath and movement. So in the last couple of weeks, I talked a lot about the nervous system and the nervous system, sympathetic side, parasympathetic side, and we want to be in homeostasis, meaning that we're in balance. When we are in a chronically stressful situation, we can get stuck on the sympathetic side, which means that our cortisol levels shoot up, which is the stress hormone, and we can stay stuck there. So our body, our nervous system is constantly surveilling the area, surveilling circumstances, what you're doing, and on guard. So even when you sleep, although you are sleeping, your body is still in alert mode. And when we have high stress levels, when we have our cortisol levels, the body starts not functioning at its peak. So we start to get tired. We may start to have cravings for foods. Some women gain a little bit of weight, others lose. It just depends on how each person's body reacts to stress and cortisol. We may start to reach out to different habits that are not the best for us. So managing our stress is very important. Ideally, we want to do something for ourselves, self-nurturing, self-care on a daily basis. The other side of being stuck in the sympathetic side is the parasympathetic side. And that is where the rest, relax, rejuvenate happens. And we want to visit, especially when we're sleeping, we want to visit that time, that mode, because that's where the healing happens. It's where our body resets. It's where the toxins release from the body, and also the cortisol levels start to come down. So the more we practice Qigong, breathing, movement, other things that we can do are exercise, regular exercise. For many, avoiding coffee, alcohol, sugar, those are things that can excite the nervous system. Some things that can help calm the nervous system are perhaps having things like chamomile tea, having perhaps some carbohydrates, some good bread as an example, good food, so not processed, healthy, whole foods that helps nourish the body. And when the body is nourished and we do some self-care techniques on a daily basis, the body slowly starts to recover, or sometimes rapidly. So it just depends. When we reach a point of burnout, and it can happen at any time, sometimes we don't even realize we're on that trajectory, it may take a little bit of time for the body to start to go through its healing process. So ideally, we want to do something for self-care on a daily basis, bringing that nervous system down, regulating the nervous system, which means that we're conscious of, are we in fight or flight, stress mode, or are we coming back down to relaxation mode? As mentioned last week, we want to be able to go from dealing with the crisis, like a deadline as an example, to coming back to homeostasis and then being able to relax very easily. So kind of doing the tick knock, but being in a homeostasis or a balance perspective as much as possible. Or the nervous system being trained to, we're going to address this and then come back to relaxation or calm. When we're stuck in the fight or flight, there's also freeze and there's also fawn. Those are two other states of the sympathetic being stuck. That's when chronically stressed. We want to stay as much as possible in the center because that's where the body can heal and the body resets. So ideally, we kind of adjust to moment by moment the situation and kind of just flow back and forth between addressing something or dealing with a deadline or having to rush somewhere and then coming back to a place of calm and getting to a place where we're resting, such as when we do yoga or yoga nidra or we're sleeping, coming to a place where we can actually heal. I'd like to share a couple of breathing techniques that can be used when feeling very stressed, or when the mind is going a mile a minute, or it's very scattered, lots of thoughts coming in, lots of worry, and we want to calm the body down. So just visiting the breath, first of all, slowing the breath down, bringing the tongue to the roof of the mouth. It slows the breath down, and as long as we're breathing in deeply and exhaling fully, the breath alone will start to relax the body. But there's two breaths I'd like to highlight that will actually help release tension, stress from the nervous system, especially if we're in a stuck state. So the first breath, actually, let's practice breathing with the tongue to the roof of the mouth, have a nice upright spine, and chin is parallel to the floor. So we're going to try a good breath, a good belly breath, and simply notice what is different in our body. So perhaps you've had a chance to do a quick scan before you came on. And now I'm going to guide you through the breathing process, tongue to the roof of the mouth, nice upright spine, shoulders relaxed, and your palms are face up on your lap. Your gaze can be down on the ground because this helps with cutting down distraction. And simply breathe in through the nose and exhale through the nose. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And as you keep doing this, just check in. Where is your breath landing? Are you finding it's landing in your chest, meaning it's expanding, or is it landing lower? Ideally, we want our breath to land lower. When we're stressed, usually it's the chest breath, which means that it's very short. And also we're not taking in enough oxygen. When we breathe more deeply, inhaling, rib cage is expanding front, sides, and back, and then exhaling through the nose, notice the difference. So I'm going to stay silent for about a minute. Simply experiment with that. And now continue breathing deeply. What do you notice in your body from when we first started to now, simply breathing deeply and exhaling fully? Scan your body and notice what's happening in your mind. Notice where your breath is landing. Notice the sensations in your body. And now let's experiment with a breath you can use when you're feeling anxious, worried, frustrated, perhaps in crisis, and you're having difficulty focusing, perhaps feeling overwhelmed, perhaps not feeling creative, or perhaps you're charged. Conversation happening and you can start to feel the anger coming up or emotions coming up. This is when you can use this particular breath, one of the breaths. So it's called the physiological sigh. And what that means is we will breathe in through the nose and then we hold the breath just for a quick second and then inhale once again. So it's inhale long, inhale short, and then exhale fully. Now we're going to try that for 1 minute. It's called the physiological sigh. It helps the nervous system relax. The vagal nerve. That vagal nerve goes from the brainstem to every organ of the body. And when we're able to release tension, stress from the vagal nerve, the body starts to relax. So let's test this out. I'm going to demonstrate it a couple of times, and then we'll do this together. So I'm going to inhale, pause, inhale, exhale. Now, I really exaggerated the breath. It can be a very smooth breath. We simply want to inhale long, hold for a second, inhale again, and then exhale. Okay, let's do this for 1 full minute. And breathe normally. And scan your body. What do you notice? Now, if you're feeling a little bit lightheaded, that is because you took in more oxygen than you normally do when you're breathing. So the body is feeling it, and your body is going to calm down. So we stay seated. If you wish, you can feel free to take a sip of water. The body will use the excess oxygen. It's not used to having as much. So it will adjust. Give it just a few seconds. Now, in my body, I notice that my shoulders have kind of relaxed a little more. I'm feeling more relaxed overall. So that is what I'm noticing. So feel free to use the physiological sigh when you're getting to a place of overwhelm or anxiousness or just feeling simply stressed, whatever, however that shows up for you. Here's a second breath we can play with. This one is called the foghorn. Unfortunately, I've forgotten who created this breath or who developed it, but we're going to test this out. So I'm going to say credit unknown for now. It's called the foghorn. And the way we do this, I'll demonstrate this. We inhale, and then our mouth is partially open. So we're breathing out, teeth are coming together, and we're making a sound. So we inhale. So with this breath, you notice there's vibration. We make a sound with our mouth. Vibration helps calm the nervous system down. Vibration, frequencies, it's this. So all the cells vibrate. We've added sound to this breath. Sound is very soothing to the body. Now, there can be sounds that are not, but this one is very soothing, relaxing for the vagus nerve. So now let's play with this one for 1 minute. So again, it's inhaling through the nose and exhaling. Bring your teeth close together, lips close together, and shh it out. Let's begin. Now breathe normally. And again, scan your body. Notice what you notice. So what I'm feeling is my mouth has worked. So the muscles in this area are feeling it. But again, I found that vibration very soothing to my body, very relaxing to my body. And I've noticed, again, a sense of calm in the belly and the solar plexus, which is the upper abdomen. It feels really good. So just check in and play with this. So we have 2 breaths you can play with. When you're feeling a little stressed, choose one and do it for 30 seconds. Do it for a minute. You can always pause and then do it again. And it helps with calming the mind and the body down, the nervous system. So let's begin with our Qigong practice. I'm going to set up, bringing my chair back, and we will begin. So while I'm getting myself set up, I'm going to provide some guidance on seating, sitting, and hand position. So once again, we're seated 1/3 forward in our chair, feet on the ground, parallel. We have our palms facing up. We relax the elbows, which you'll see in a minute, and a little bit of space in between the arms, armpits. Shoulders are relaxed. Chin parallel to the floor. And in addition, we're also tucking our chin back so that the ears are over our shoulders. Tongue, roof of the mouth. So give me a moment and I will join you for Qigong. So palms facing up, a little bit of space in through the armpits, because energy travels and flows better when the body is relaxed. Fingers are relaxed, so they're slightly curved versus having the fingers straight out. And I'll start by relaxing the body, one body part at a time. And as a side note, you can also use this technique of relaxing the body part by body part, just as I'm going to be doing now. So gaze is on the ground, eyes open. And feel free to repeat song. So what I'll do is I will mention a body part. I will inhale through the nose. And then as I'm exhaling, I'm saying song and moving our way through the body. We're going to do that. At the end, it'll be 3 times. We're going to relax the body. Legs are about shoulder width. Let's begin. Head, relax. Inhale. Song. Neck, relax. Inhale. Song. Shoulders, relax. Inhale. Song. Chest, relax. Inhale. Song. Abdomen, relax. Inhale. Song. Whole back, relax. Inhale. Song. Arms, hands, fingers. Inhale, relax. Inhale. Song. Legs, feet, toes. Relax. Inhale. Song. Whole body, relax. Inhale. Song. Whole body, relax. Inhale. Song. Whole body, relax. Inhale. Song. Breathe normally. And be aware of your body and what you're noticing in your body after the relaxation exercise. And as mentioned last week, the word song means relax in Chinese. So as we say the word song, our cells hear the word and relaxes. The body part relaxes the body. Now let's bring our hands to the lower abdomen. So for women, right hand on the belly button, left hand on top. For men, it's the other way around. So left hand on the belly and right hand on top. So women, Right hand on the belly, left hand on top. Inhaling to a count of 5 through the nose, exhaling through a count of 7. A little bit longer on the exhalation. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Now continue breathing at this pace. Now, simply this breath, bringing your hands to your abdomen, calms your body down. So notice what you're noticing in your body right now. So again, in addition to the 2 breaths that we did at the very beginning that we played with, this one too relaxes the body. We have breath. We're breathing in. We're exhaling out more fully. We have a longer breath out, relaxation breath. And in addition, our hands are on our body. So we're acknowledging our body, and our hands placed on the body helps to relax the body as well. So let's do 1 more minute right here. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 And now bring your hands together, parallel, palms facing each other, nose width apart. Simply notice what you notice in your hands. Let's play for a moment. Bring your hands further apart and then come a little closer together, closer than the nose, and then further apart and together. Simply notice the sensation in your hands. What do you notice? Sometimes there's tingling, sometimes there's heat. Sometimes it feels magnetic. Sensation is different each time and with different individuals. Sometimes not feeling anything, but energy is in between the hands. So let's play with that energy. Bring your hands about nose width apart. Let's inhale and come to head width. And exhale to nose width. Inhale to head width. Exhale through the nose to nose width. Inhale to head width. Exhale 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 to nose width. This time we're going to expand to shoulder width and then back to head width. So inhale, pulse, 1, 2, 3, and exhale to head width. 1, 2, 3 with the pulse. Inhale, pulse, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, pulse, 1, 2, 3. Inhale to shoulder, 1, 2, 3. Exhale to head width, 1, 2, 3. Inhale to head to shoulder width, 1, 2, 3. Exhale to head width, 1, 2, 3. Inhale to shoulder width, 1, 2, 3. Exhale to head width, 1, 2, 3. Inhale to shoulder width, 1, 2, 3. Exhale to head width, 1, 2, 3. Inhale to shoulder width, 1, 2, 3. Exhale to head width, 1, 2, 3. Inhale to shoulder width, pulse, 1, 2, 3. Exhale to head width, pulse, 1, 2, 3. Now hold your hands in this fashion. I'm going to demonstrate how we're going to stand, and then we'll do this together. So stay in your chair. We're going to take the left foot. This is my left foot here. So it may look like my right, but it's actually my left. I'm going to step back, take one step back, holding my ball of chi energy. I'm going to lean forward on my left foot or right foot and slowly lift up, still holding the breath. Then from here, I'm going to step forward and reposition the feet so they're parallel, but the toes are pointed in. So I'm going to demonstrate, we're going to do this together this time. We're seated, 1/3 forward in the chair. Take your left foot back, still holding your chi. We're going to lean forward. Body weight is going to be mostly on your right leg. Lift up and then reposition so that your feet are parallel and your toes are pointed towards each other. Knees are soft, meaning bent. Now let's change the orientation of our hands. So we're still holding the chi in our hands, palms of our hands. This time we're going to pull up the chi. So we inhale, to shoulder, and then exhale down. Inhale, pulling chi. Turning the hands, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to change the breath a little bit. We're going to start with inhaling and then pulsing towards the abdomen, and then continuing with the lift of the hands. So turn your hands towards your abdomen. Inhale, pulse, projecting chi. Turn your hands, lift up. Hold the breath, pulse towards your shoulders, giving yourself some chi. And then exhale. Inhale, pulse towards the abdomen. Turn your hands up, pulling chi. Hold the breath towards the shoulders. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, and exhale. Inhale. Up. Hold the breath. Pulse. And down. Hold. Inhale. Turn your hands. Hold the breath. Project chi to the shoulders. And exhale. Inhale. Up. Hold the breath. Exhale, turn your hands down. Inhale. Up. Hold the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Up. Hold the breath. Exhale. Inhale, pulse. Up. Turn, hold the breath, turn. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Bring your hands to the side, relaxing the shoulder. Fingers are curved. And I'm going to demonstrate the next part. So from the side, we're going to draw our hands forward. We're going to inhale, draw the hands towards the abdomen, and then exhale. Now I'm going to add the knees. So I'm inhaling, knees come in, I'm bending the knees, and then exhale, knees turn out. So from side view, looks like this. So we're starting at the side. We draw our hands forward. Knees come together, inhaling towards the body, and the knees come apart, exhaling around. That's the fashion in which we're going to be doing this. So let's begin side, feet pointing towards each other. Knees soft. Let's draw our hands to the center, away from the body. Inhale, draw your hands in towards the abdomen. Knees together, exhale. Inhale. 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 exhale. Now, we're going to bring the chi out. So it's inhale, knees together, and then exhale on the outside. So hands in front of the abdomen. Inhale, knees together, exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Now bring your hands, women, right hand on your abdomen at the belly button, left hand on top. Men, left hand on the belly button, right hand on top. We're going to inhale and exhale. And as we're inhaling and exhaling, we're going to circle both hands in a clockwise fashion. And the circles are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Then we're going to reverse it from big to small. So let's begin. Let's reverse big to small. Beautiful. Now let's lift our arms up. So we're going to draw chi from above. So we inhale, we look up, and then exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, towards the head. Inhale, towards the neck. Exhale. Inhale, behind the head for the back. Inhale, gather chi. Exhale, towards the chest. Inhale, gather energy, chi, and exhale. Inhale, this time it's the arms and the legs. So exhale. Inhale, from the top towards the head. Project chi. Inhale. Exhale, neck. Inhale. Chest. Exhale. Inhale. Towards the back. Inhale. Abdomen. Inhale. Gather chi. Arms and legs. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, starting from the head again. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Neck. 1, 2, 3. Inhale for the back. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Abdomen. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Arms and legs. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Straighten up your feet, bringing them together. And now bring your hands, energy, bringing your hands to your face. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, energy to the face. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale, tiger claws to the eyebrows. Inhale, sweep back, exhale. Inhale, sweep back, exhale. Inhale, sweep back, exhale. Bring your hands back to your abdomen. Women, right hand on your belly button. Men, left hand first, and then the right hand on top. So we pulled chi, we generated chi, we pulled chi, we projected chi. Chi meaning energy. That energy raises the vibration in our body. It raises or boosts the immune system. So the higher our energy, all the meridians are in our body, the healthier we are. So when we're having symptoms, you may find that every time you practice Qigong, that your body feels stronger. And note too, that the Qigong energy does not simply work or stay in the 1 hour session. It'll continue benefiting us, help boosting the body, supporting the body, relaxing the body. So, and you can simply bring your hands to the abdomen, the belly button, and breathe. And there you are beginning to generate chi. So check into your body now. Notice what you notice. Let's come back to that breath. 5 in, 7 out. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe 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 in. Breathe out. Keeping your hands on your abdomen. Let's say the word sung 3 times. Again, song is relax in Chinese. Breathe in. Sung. Breathe in. Sung. Breathe in. Sung. Bring your right hand up on an angle, left hand in a fist, and simply place it in your palm. And slowly lower your hands. Before I recap, just check in. How are you feeling? What are you noticing in your body? So we covered 2 breaths at the very beginning. The first breath was the physiological sigh. That was the inhale, pause, another sip of breath, inhale, and then exhale. Longer breath out. And the second breath was the foghorn, where we inhale and we make a noise. So those 2 breaths at any point in time can help relax the vagal nerve, the nervous system, and it'll help you get grounded and the mind will calm down. So, and it may take a few breaths. It may take 15 seconds or 30 seconds or so, maybe even a minute, but continue doing it until you notice that the body relaxes. You may also notice that there may be a release, like for instance, having to yawn, or you just notice something shifts in your body. That is the nervous system releasing, relaxing. So pay attention to that. If that happens, know that that is benefit or side effect of the breaths. And the Qigong, movement, breath, we build qi. We projected it to ourselves, so we gave ourselves qi. So the body benefits, the body parts, body overall benefits, the immune system benefits as well. So I'd like to thank you for joining. Until next time.